Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EGIK WM France Deck G45 game with PT944, JoeNap38, and Agrippina. So, got some quite strong cards here. Best three are Cloister Dweller, Market Woman, Noble. Noble is pretty good with Cloister Dweller because you can stay on 3 rooms and get that fourth family growth on family growth even without room unblockably. But you are usually hoping that it flips in round 12 because if it flips in round 13, then you don't have that many actions. I guess what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to look at the 2 cards that are going to wheel and decide my first pick probably based on what I expect to get back. So Omni Farmer and Sheep Farmer. Sheep Farmer can help you feed if you get a fireplace, so supports maybe a bigger house a bit better. So Noble, often with Noble, my goal is 4 rooms and then get to stone in round 12. Um, Omni Farmer provides point ceiling, so Cloister Dweller plus Omni Farmer, you could have a really hot, you could have a very simple farm, but have a pretty high point ceiling between those 2 cards. Um, yeah, I mean, Market Woman is very good depending on the miners. Hey, Mariska. Yeah, tough pick, Rilo kind of agreed. Probably what's correct. Probably the correct pick is somewhat determined by what else I'm gonna take. I guess Noble Clay Starter is kind of a thing. Like, you maybe build a clay room, then rent out a stone really quickly, depending on if you get like Plow Driver or Officer or something. Um, I'm gonna go with Noble. I think it's the most flexible card out of these 3 because there are many different hands it's good in. Like, it's good in a hand where I build 4 rooms. It's good in a 3-room hand. It's maybe not. It's not. Noble is not great with Omni Farmer, but it's quite good with Sheep Farmer, and it might be good with Clay Starter depending on what else I see. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, Land Agent is very similar to Market Woman, but they actually can compete with each other for the vegetable space. Although with Market Woman, your goal is usually to get vegetable from miners. Bone Collector is decent with the Sheep Farmer. We've also got Animal Holder here. Hmm. If I get Omni Farmer back, Land Agent is probably the best card here. I mean, Land Agent getting Countryman back could be decent. Vegetable jump to Plow Sow. Actually, could I jump to Plow Sow unblockably? Use an occupied space. Yeah, I think that works. Noble plus Countryman. Alright, I'm taking Land Agent here. That seems to work to me. Wow, and then Gardening Enthusiast. So some pretty good crop support. But we just pulled Mason's Apprentice, so yeah. The goal is unblockable family growth, regular family growth actions with Mason's Apprentice. Nice. That's really good. And then here, maybe parquet setter. Yeah, stone piler's not good if I'm building stone rooms. So yeah, I think I like parquet setter here. I don't really have any early game mocks, so parquet setter is okay as an early game option. Alright, so we wheeled sheep farmer. Clay starter is not an awful option. So the upside of clay starter is I save myself 2 clay and 1 reed. So that's good. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking sheep farmer, knowing that the animal farmer is out there, because getting an extra animal on the animal space, it lets me sit on 1 sheep and really deny them to the other players. But you know what? Clay starter is going to give me quite a nice start. Yeah, I won't build a wood room. I'll just go right up to stone rooms. Yeah. Well, I still need. I'm still hoping that my miners are gonna help me, like something like fish trap, anything that makes it better for me to take reedstone food, or else something that helps me get stone, like something like Dre would be quite good. But yeah, I still need stone and reed. I need a bunch of those still. Gonna have a pack filled with greenhouse flower pots bounty. Yeah, it's possible. It is possible. This was a high potential draft so far. Yeah. I mean, my first pick was. I had 3 really good cards that I could have taken with my first pick, so. Mine address, slapdash, forward, labor, riding plow. I would be happy with those. So Parvenu is kind of interesting because I can get a bunch of reed, which is interesting for building stone rooms. I'm also looking at Good Friend here, thinking if Good Friend can provide a stone and a reed, that is probably worth an action. Also Hide Farmer. Hide Farmer is fine. Lets me fence small spaces if I don't get plow help. And yeah, I don't love passing Bone Collector to the Shepherd person, but I think Parvenu here. And then if I could pick up anything that helps me get stone, Parvenu plus the miner that helps me get stone. I mean, Gem Hunter does help me get stone, but not really. Clay Fiber also helps me get stone, but not really. I mean, what I can do with Parvenu is double my clay and then use Clay Fiber to turn it into stone, so We'll see. Well, there's Slapdash Renovation. But it doesn't really work that well with Clay Starter. Boarding school is probably a good option with Noble. Boarding school can play Land Agent and I'm actually not sure what the other card it would play is. These are all like early to mid game. I don't really have any late game cards, but probably still taking boarding school, I think. Yeah. Kudzu seems okay. Kudzu actually seems pretty good with Parquet Setter. Occupies spaces easily. So I wouldn't mind that on the wheel. Well, I don't really have a great source of grain in the early game for baking with Iron Oven. It's still a strong card, but I have other uses for my stone, I believe. So I'll take Winter Pond here. Okay. Fruit Tree House is normally pretty bad, but the problem with it is that you spend the resources for your wood room. But of course, I'm not building a wood room, so I wonder if it's more playable in this game. I like Clay Deposit here. Clay Deposit with the Parvenu Clayfirer strat looks okay. And then there's also Clay Path. I think I'm probably taking Clay Deposit. If I get lots of actions, this Clay Deposit will let me just have a huge number of actions. Clay Roof? Clay Roof would be absurd. Clay Roof would be really absurd. Then the game would be get Clay Deposit online as soon as possible, and then take it every round, and then double Parvenu Clay round 7, and then 5 Clay for each, or what? How much would it be? It would be like 7 Clay for each room. Built automatically. Yeah, since I haven't seen a plow, I want Parvenu here. I want Parvenu because I probably only plow like 3 fields total. Rock Pyramid? Okay, yeah, if I see Rock Pyramid, obviously. But I guess it is possible that Rock Pyramid is in the draft and I see it 4th. But I think someone's taking it to deny it from the Mason's Apprentice because they do know about Mason's Apprentice. Yeah, so I think my plan is four rooms, build 2 stone rooms. But if I can pull off more than that, then I will. Um, I probably play boarding school either way because it just lets me grow really quickly, right? Well, someone called flower pots. So someone with Market Woman passed flower pots. Okay. Um, Snack time's probably pretty good here. Or Night Bazaar, maybe, to get myself some stone or reed. But I think probably snack time. I don't really have any round one start player actions, and I do like reed stone food a lot. Wood path is really bad because we know clay path is out there. Upholstery. If I could really go crazy on reed, then upholstery could be good, but I'd have to really go crazy on reed. And I'm pretty sure Parvenu is doubling clay. Yeah, Kudzu's still here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to grab Kudzu here. Let that fill up my farm. Passed it to take greenhouse. I think you would do that the other way around. You'd let greenhouse wheel and take flower pots. Well, Iron Oven is still here, so I'll take it now because it's a very high impact card um, when you do play it. I mean, I can play it in round 13 or 14 for 6 food if I've gotten some sowing taken care of. It does help me feed. Weekly market. Um, so if I end the game with 0 grain, Apple Garden does something. So if I bake my only grain with Iron Oven, yeah, that's not impossible. Play Land Agent, then trigger it once, bake the only grain for Iron Oven. I did mention Fruit Tree House earlier, but it's just too slow. Like I probably wouldn't build. I probably don't build a room until stage 3, so the food is just coming way too late. Oh, power. Joe's starting out with tutor here. Alright. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in 3 wood, but I'm not so eager to play an Ock that I'll start with expensive Ock. I'll 3 wood into start player snack time, and then get Reedstone food. And if I don't get start player, I probably get 2 clay. PT playing Plowman. So did PT follow up Plowman from Market Woman or from Cloister Dweller? I'm guessing it's Market Woman and Joe has Cloister Dweller, and Joe just has 11 points sitting in his in his occupations, and then Agrippina took Omni Farmer. That's going to be my assumption. Because I think Cloister Dweller. I mean, Plowman, if you're going for the second vertical, second column of fields, but usually with Cloister Dweller, you're content with one. Agrippina start player Corn Sheaf. Okay. This is not going how I expected it to. You know what? I'm gonna day labor over 2 wood because I don't really need the wood beyond boarding school for a long time. At least Omni Farmer takes a lot of work. He doesn't just get it. By Cloister Dweller Tutor, it's pretty easy just to just get it. Well, I guess I'm taking the 2 reed. And then I will start player into Reedstone Food. Yeah, there's the market woman. That's quite early. So Agrippina will 3 wood. So then I'll start player snack time. Round 2 Kudzu and then AFK. Kudzu and then Parquet Setter. Ask for a second board, yeah. play an occupation that's called Twin Farmers, and you both start. With Twin Farmer you have 2 separate boards. The other fun thing about Twin Farmer would be is if you had another. What if you had an occupation that gave you another 2 fields, 2 rooms over here, and you could develop the houses like individually. But at the cost of each each far, like you have to count the scoring categories twice. Like you need 2 of everything to not have a negative, because 1 would be like having 0 or something. All right, Reedstone Food. I would love to wheel 4 clay here. A twin can have more than one thing, right? Okay, sure. So like plows would become unplayable because unless they both had a plow. Like you swing plow on Twin A's farm, but then Twin B has to plow manually 3 times or 5 times before Twin A can swing plow the second time. PT for clay. All right, PT's going after that cooking hearth, obviously. Well, if I wheel cheap occupation, I'd be happy with that as well. Agrippina, grain lover. Okay. I mean, with noble, I can do well on grain lover. I was thinking about apple garden and grain, though. I mean, I can build a room, but it screws up clay. It screws up clay starter and everything. Um, Sheep are kind of late. I'm gonna fish here. Well, what you'd have to do is you'd have to reload the game with everybody with the same hands, except you add an extra player, right? That's what you'd have to do. So you'd have to create a collection of the cards that were already drafted and then make it draft 99 and say you can only take cards that you only take cards that you had drafted. And then everyone would see everyone else's hand doing that. Yeah, I'm not sure how you would do it. You're a twin IRL. Ooh. Neat. Man, 4 clay got taken again. It's going to be impossible for me to get clay this game. Isn't it? Isn't it? Probably the discipline move here is 3 wood because it lets me potentially build the first room into grow in round 5. But I'm pretty sure Agrippina is just going to grow, right? Like that seems all but guaranteed. All right, I'm going to double down here. My mother. All right, they're gonna start letting me take clay now, right? I've played clay starter, so like they're gonna let me take clay now, right? I mean, if I keep getting reedstone food is good, but I can't double the stone that I collect. That's not allowed. No, no, I need to start doing better than Reedstone food. Reedstone food is insufficient. Spending 3 actions to be able to build a room is too many. Even if you can build that room with no move. It's not too many normally, but it's too many when you're not growing in round 6 or whatever. It's too many when you're not growing till round 9. Agrippina start player. Stone flipped in round 5. That's good. I appreciate stone flipping. First move for clay for me. Agrippina's going to build. Oh, Agrippina's so greedy. Not building a room. Wow. Board stinks. So I'm gonna play Clay Firer here. PT plays House Steward. Okay. House Steward, good to know about. I can go for House Steward. I can build 5 rooms. And it looks like it's PT's first pick, so nobody else knew about it. Also, House Steward, pretty good reason to take Market Woman over Cloister Dweller. Yep. Looking at Joe's field beside his house, I wonder if he maybe got Planter Box or something. Or just giving himself flexibility to maybe have a 4th room if he wants to. And he can still cover 9 spaces with pastures. PT only showed 1 food. I'm pretty sure the 1 food was after... Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I only saw, you're right. I didn't he did go on expensive Ock. Yeah, I think he had already got the field. I think he had already paid for the field. PT saying it's third oc. I have to go on day labor. Oh, okay. Good catch, Gray. This family grows, so it's late Reno. So my plan is that round 7 should be 4 clay into Parvenu. So that means I need to have enough food to potentially play on expensive Ock. Or I could take 2 clay here. Taking 2 clay here is not the end of the world. I will take 2 reed. I will do that. So that's enough reed for the rest of the game if I only build 2 rooms. Because it's Reno, Kudzu, and 2 rooms. Probably I will build the 5th room though. Even with boarding school. It'll probably just be worth it to pick up the resources since I pick them up. I should be able to pick them up pretty easily with Clay Firer. Yeah, so 12 clay becomes 8 stone, right? Yeah. The other thing I could do is play Occupation Mason's Apprentice here, and then start player Clay Deposit, and then Clay Deposit into Parvenu. But then I starve because I don't have enough food. Unless I get cheap Occupation Parvenu. Eight clay is enough. 8 clay is enough for what? 6 twice is 4 stone. It's 5 stone, so I'd only be 1 stone away. I'd only be 1 clay deposit action away. I'm just trying to get really good value out of all my actions. So I could spend an action here on 2 clay that gets doubled, so it's effectively 4 clay, or I can get this show on the road and start and just play Parvenu now, and then get an extra action on clay deposit later. Let's try it. So what do I play on Reno? I guess that's the other thing to think about is there something I want to play on Reno? Do I play the pottery on Reno? So if I turn 6 clay into 4 stone, that I would need another stone action if I played the pottery. Maybe I play boarding school on Reno. Yeah, boarding school on Reno seems reasonable. And then I can afford to play Mason's Apprentice because of snack time. And Reno is uncontested because Agrippina is going to build and Joe is not growing. I'm going to get to grow next round, which is actually ridiculous. I'm going to get to grow next round. Well, I'm thinking I'll play Parquet Setter and Land Agent with Boarding School. That's my thinking. I could maybe play Noble. Maybe. Like if Joe's not gonna build a room and PT's not close to building and Agrippina's growing this round, like I might be able to just I might not need to play Noble to get back on the family growth space. Want Noble out first before Kid comes back from not necessarily. Not if I'm gonna build 3 rooms. Then it would be fine not to. It's also possible I just get family growth in each of those 3 rounds. Just looking at what the other players are doing, probably Agrippina grows again, but you never know. Maybe Agrippina needs to get her feeding sorted out, you know. And Joe set himself to not build another room again, which is like the second time in recent memory that he's done that. Whoops. Six clay to 4 stone, and then 3 stone to read build. Joe doesn't have Cloister Dweller, so he must have taken Omni Farmer. Right. Right. Looking at that fencing. So Cloister got to Agrippina. No, Omni Farmer didn't wheel. It was the sheep card. PT gonna start player here. Nope, PT taking the stone, letting Agrippina get 6 wood, and then me get 5 wood here. The 5 wood is... It does put... Like, taking 5 wood does put some pressure on my feeding. Because 6 clay is also extremely good. You know what? I probably just have to take 6 clay, and then I can family growth corn sheaf into iron oven, and that's my feeding for round 9. I can play Winter Pond and Clay Deposit later. Yeah. As much as I'd love to take 5 wood. Yeah. Yeah, the 6 clay is too important. Send off the kid to boarding school. So if we turn another 6 clay into 1, 2, 3, 4 stone, we could build again at the start of this round. Yeah, no, I'll just keep it like this for now. Because I can do the conversion at any time, and I'm not going to build here because I need to get another regular growth action anyways. I can build at the start of round 10. So PT stone piler, okay. That'll suck some of the stone out of the game, but it means there's more wood available, so that's good. Joe doesn't really need much more wood. Agrippina will want wood, and PT will want wood, but not as much with stone piler and 9 wood already in their supply, so it's really just Agrippina and I that need wood. So that's good. Plus I have kudzu, which saves me on my wood costs by making it better to fence smaller. And Joe did get Animal Holder back. Alright, so Joe's really going for the Pretty Farm, Omni Farmer. So if he plays Omni Farmer next round, how much food can he get? Or how many points can he get? It would be, what, a 7-point Omni Farmer? What is it? 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7? 3, 5, 7, 9? Could be a 9-point Omni Farmer, maybe then. 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, 4 different things. I feel like no, because it's like two different types to 3. Yeah. 2 different types to 3. Yeah. So it's 7 points for Omni Farmer if he plays it next round. So Omni Farmer 7, Tutor potentially 6, so it could be 16 points. Announce no build, and Agrippina Renaud. So yeah, I might get family growth just in each round, so then I don't need to play noble before the boarding school comes back. Which is kind of absurd. Kind of absurd. So this clay is... I can have 6 stone, which is just barely enough for Iron Oven plus my extra room, plus build, plus kudzu. So, yeah, I can definitely build the 4th room. Oh, PT didn't play House Steward, of course, because he changed to day labor. Didn't have the food for it. Right. For wood? Yeah, I think I'm okay spending all my clay here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. What if Joe gave up on growing because he was simply too hungry? Is he going to build the joinery now? Eat a wood and a sheep? Agrippina's got Omni Farmer. So Joe, abandoned cloister dweller. I feed 4 plus snack. And then start of the round, 2 clay to a stone and build a room. But I don't have to commit to that until I know I'm getting family growth here. And it looks like I'm getting family growth here because PT did an action that was not read into build. So, playing sheep market here. Oh, sheep market, turning a sheep into a veg grain. That's nice. That's nice. Kind of forgot that sheep market triggered market woman. Joe bottom fed on fishing. Jeez. Game's not seeming to be going his way. Now, I do need to note, I am going to be very hungry in the round 11 harvest. The round 11 harvest will be difficult for me. Yeah, I was right. It is 3579 for 2345. So probably I'm playing. I'm wondering if I should play Clay Deposit or Winter Pond on Family Growth. Kudzu is an option, but I don't think I want to cover 5 spaces with Kudzu. I think that'll be a little too much. I probably want to cover like 3, 2 or 3 would be good. So yeah, it's Clay Deposit or Winter Pond. Yeah, could be either. I mean, I probably play both at some point, but well, I certainly play both at some point. But the question is, Winter Pond doesn't have an effect until the end of 11. Am I going to take Clay Deposit before then? And if I play Clay Deposit and take it, will I also still play Winter Pond? Because that's probably something I will want to do. Joe's building. So he is going to go for growth. But I'm going to say no. No. Yeah, you know what? Building ovens will be good. So let's play Clay Deposit here. And the 5 clay turning into, 3 clay and a stone for the clay oven. Well, clay oven's gone, but makes it easier for me to build ovens. Because, yeah, I think probably I'm playing Land Agent at the start of 11 and playing Land Agent and Noble. And then taking Vegetable, and then I can unblockably sow bake. That'll help my feeding. The ability to unblockably sow bake. Turn a grain into 6 food. That iron oven is going to turn out to be pretty amazing, I think. I'm pretty surprised the grade lover didn't take it. Because I got it, what did I get it, 6th? PT start player woodcart, okay. Seems kind of a waste with stone piler because you only really need one more wood action. But sure. Joe's gonna play Master Shepherd. Make sure he gets all the animals. So one of my next two moves is probably taking clay deposit and then maybe plowing. Since the 5 clay can become stone for majors, or it can become cooking hearth or whatever. House Steward is not coming out. Probably not getting the green lever points. No, that you're right. That does seem like a bit of a long shot. Yeah, play wood card and then fencing right after without taking wood. Not sure about that one. Yeah, I'm not going to play parquet. No, I'm not going to play parquet. It's going to be too difficult to use the last one or two wood. It's only really going to be a food for a couple, like 2 or 3 wood, so it's fine. It's not really worth an action. I almost have all the wood that I need. I just need basically 1 wood action next round, and I'm almost there. Like if I get 9 wood, for example, I'm really close. And I can unblockably fence if I need to, so I'm not really feeling any great rush. Obviously, I want to get the fencing done earlier so I can take these animals, but given the fact that PT's got fences and Joe's got fences, I'm probably not getting good animal grabs next round, so I'll try to get good animal grabs in 13. That'll be my hope. What's up, people? This round's taking forever. 3 boar for PT. Joe will take the 2 cattle. So I get 6 wood or 4 wood, which is great. Oh, I have a vegetable. I should mark that. Unless I want to play super de duper safe and take vegetable here. That would be the super safe play. Because I do need 7 food. Yeah, PT doesn't really have time to waste an action on taking a vegetable, not when he can turn sheep into vegetable grain. So I'm pretty sure PT's taking the 2 sheep. Yeah. So I just need Joe not to take veg. Joe could take vegetable, but he could also family growth. So let's find out which. Joe playing pastureland on family growth. All right. Good. So my last 3 moves could be plow, sow, and hearth. Bake a grain and eat a vegetable that I would harvest. Or I could take clay deposit for 2 points. Instead of the plow action. 6 clay. Yeah, 6 clay is good with the pottery around. But I kind of like clay. I almost like clay deposit better, and letting the big clay grabs get even better. Because these guys are like kind of worried about filling up their farm. Competing for the animal. Like they have the petty concerns of the animal holder, that kind of thing. Stuff that I don't concern myself with. I could do 6 clay pottery and then sow bake. I could do that. Or 5 clay pottery, sow bake, and take 8 clay really highly. The reason I don't love the pottery here is because then it makes me choose between clay and points on clay deposit. But so that's kind of the reason that I want to let the clay go to 8, and then when I take the clay for the pottery, then I'm really happy doing it. And you know what? The pottery's not quite enough food, considering I probably want to keep going back to the vegetable space. Because I probably want to keep baking that grain. Wow, Agrippina has Scholar. Oh, wish I'd gotten that one. That would have been pretty good for me. You know what? I think Hearth makes a lot of sense here. Hearth, clay deposit, and Sow Bake as my 3 moves, I think. Unless I want to play Winter Pond on Start Player. I don't really care about Start Player. Unless it's to take 8 clay. Start Player into 8 clay is very good. If I do Start Player Winter Pond, I don't have... I would barely have enough food. I would barely have enough food if I did Start Player Winter Pond instead of building the hearth here. Right? 1 food Winter Pond, 1 food from snack time, but then I don't get to harvest my grain or my vegetable. Yeah, you know what? Let's get out of last. Just take it right now. Oh, Agrippina is guest for Scholar. Okay, so I should just do my remaining moves. Noble. Whoops. So... I could have also baked with by building the stone oven. That was also an option. But this way I get 2 points. I like 2 points. Joe has to tell me where to put the sheep. Hey, clay seems good. Hey, clay seems pretty good. The chicken plow. PT did something with it. Agrippina start player. I'll grab 4 wood here. Alright, so I'm going to noble plow sow twice. I'm going to fence 13. So kudzu for 2 is good enough. Unless I want to get a 4th field. Or fence smaller, but I think fencing 13 on 6 is fine. And then I don't need to play kudzu this round. I can play it next round, so... yeah. Because I want to play a major. I definitely want to play a major improvement this round. A major improvement that helps me feed. Either stone oven to get a bake action or cooking hearth to eat vegetables. Or the pottery because I have 13 clay. Or I could build the well. I guess the well is still available, but I think the stone oven is better than the well for me because of the bake action. Certainly, I want to fence this round so that I can take pairs of animals next round. And then major, minor, and then fence as my last two moves. So no clay deposit this round, unfortunately. Joe plays real estate agent. Oh, fun! So he baited us into thinking he doesn't have. He baited us into thinking he doesn't have Cloister Dweller, but he does have Cloister Dweller. Got baited. We got baited. Agrippina builds the well. Not that. Stone oven. Pottery. Oh, okay. Sure. So 5 clay into 3 stone, and then 1 clay for the clay. Bake. Five clay to 3 stone. And then fence 13. Ooh, stone house extension. Clever. I could play that if I don't play kudzu. I would just need 1 extra field, and then I would get a 5th room. Has PT taken stone or wood after playing woodcart? I don't think so. So I wouldn't mind start player kudzu with my next move, but I think I'll play it safe and build the hearth on major minor. Since I do have the option of Stonehouse extension. Although I should probably take the 2 boar first, right? It's probably worth risking major minor not coming back to take the 2 boar. Although PT is definitely interested in building the BMW. I mean, I guess I have other ways of feeding if I don't... It's mostly just 3 food traveling players and eat a raw vegetable, right? If I don't get major minor. Joe won't take major minor, and Agrippina will grow. It was just PT that I had to worry about. Because, yeah, Joe's going to Reno. Joe doesn't have the moves to take major minor, I don't believe. He's got to start taking 2-point grain and vegetable moves. And Agrippina's going to family growth with room. Wait, when did Agrippina play stone or steel plow? I missed that totally. Round 12, start player. Okay, she just didn't announce it. Okay. I should not have 13 wood. Yes, thank you. You are right. I should not have 13 wood. I'm wondering if I should start player noble, or sorry, start player and then just plow sow twice in 14 and not bother. I could start player apple garden. Well, no, I would still start player kudzu, I think. But then I could play apple garden in 14 for 2 points. Just thinking about, then my sequence could be kudzu, hearth, and clay deposit for 2 points. Someone's going to take start player at some point, though, right? Maybe not. Plow over clay deposit. Well, clay deposit's taken, so I don't have a choice now. I could start player Apple Garden. So if my remaining two moves are Plow Sow and Plow, I could do it that way. There's the Slapdash renovation. Yeah, unfortunately, I did see it, but it was not takeable for me this game. I'm gonna play Kudzu. I can play Apple Garden in 14 for 2 points. Yeah, so Reedstone Food would be a 1 point upgrade over Kudzu, right? Because it's 2 points versus it's 3 points for the room versus 2 points. So then the Reedstone Food is a 1 point action. I think I can do better than 1 point actions the rest of the way. I probably have a couple actions that are just 1 point, but I still want to take sheep. I have clay deposit. I have apple garden. I have plow sow. So that's 4 2 point actions minimum. So I think I have enough. I wouldn't say it's a point if I'm doing something that I would already been doing. I need the food from Plauso. I'm hungry. Kudzu spreads. Oh, I get a food from Winter Pond as well. Cow on Reno. Don't think there's any need for me to let anyone else get Plauso this round. I think PT keeps removing stuff off the board. We can just not start player Kudzu. Yeah, you're right. But then I'm not start player, and I don't get to block Plauso from my opponents. PT keeps removing stuff from the board. So next move, take a sheep. And I'll save my unblockable clay deposit for my last move, probably. So vegetable is better than apple garden right now, I should say. Because vegetable is 2 points plus 3 food. So if vegetable's still there, I should take vegetable over playing apple garden. PT plays sheep farmer. I'm not worried about anyone other than Joe, I don't think. I think Joe's the only person I'm concerned about. So if Joe doesn't play Cloister Dweller here, I'll just Parquet Setter to block him. And I'm pretty sure that secures the win for me. Agrippina does have some points, but she's got negatives on all three animal types. And she can't get any more Omni Farmer points because she doesn't have a breeding pair of any type of animal. So boarding school's got a point. Iron Oven's got 2 points. Winter Pond has a point. Because Joe has Cloister Dweller. And if Joe, I think Joe's the only person who could come close to touching me. I mean, Joe, me doing this might have kicked Joe from second to third, but no, I don't think anyone's close. And I think Joe would be the closest if he got his like 6 point Cloister Dweller action. Because he gets the Slapdash Reno to Stone. He's got the points from Animal Holder. He would have 6 points from Tutor. Vegetable's gone, unfortunately. I could. Oh, I can noble vegetable. And then I winter pond a food. Eat a boar. I'll have to eat 1 extra point, unfortunately. I'll have to eat 2 boar or an extra vegetable. It's fine. Because veggie comes with a grain. Eat 2VO. Two VOF. And then I get a winter pond food. Alright, so whatever I score plus 8. Because I have no bonuses from anyone else. 50. I think 50's got it. Joe ends with 10. PT saying they're ending with 8 or with 11. Well, PT might be a little close. Getting the 3 points from the animal holder. PT 42, Joe 39. Yep. Sorry, Joe. Made you go from second to third. $50, 42, 39, 35. All right. Well, I got exactly what I needed out of my last 2 occupations. That was quite nice. So it was good stuff. Yeah, getting to grow 3 rounds in a row was pretty good. Yeah, my opponents did not have particularly good games. I think I did a good job of taking the food. I think my 3 food action in stage 1 was really good because it made these guys so hungry for all of stage 2, um, which then paid off in stage 3 when I was the only one that could family growth. So yeah, and I mean I got the moves that I needed. I wanted better than 4 clay moves, but it was good enough. Like all the moves I got was good enough. So, all right, guys, it's a good game. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna take a short break and we'll do another game. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in a bit.